Well, there she is. What's going on, guys? Today I thought about, we're getting ready to get into fishing season. It's like second week of February. About to start getting into some bass fishing. But I thought about doing a boat tour of kind of what kind of mess that Noah and I create in the boat. So we'll pull this cover back and get into it. Alright guys, so peel the front of the boat back. So I just thought this would be a good idea to show you guys kind of what we're fishing out of this year. Same boat we usually do, but you guys are going to see it a lot, so I thought I'd put this out here before we get season started, before we start getting this thing dirty and having to clean it every week. Noah's calling me right now. Got the cam on. Just say hello, dude. Alright guys, sorry about that. But anyway, so I just thought this would be a good idea to kind of go through how I set up my boat, how we kind of keep things organized, especially when we're in the heat of a tournament and we need something real quick. We know where to go. We know where to put it back. These cup holders right here, which you can't see right now, they're usually filled with baits. And Gerald Swindle always says if your boat's not full of old baits and chewed up baits and stuff, you ain't catching fish. So I'm going to clean off this stuff on the front deck and kind of walk you through from stern to bow, trolling motor to big motor, kind of what the boat looks like. If you're thinking about getting one, this is a great boat to have, especially if you fish in like central Kentucky, when you're fishing places like Nolin, Ruff, Green River Lake. It's good on Cumberland. So without further ado, let's get into this video. My boat is a 2018 Z18, a Nitro Z18. Got it at Renegade Marine, so shout out to Renegade Marine for this awesome boat. I started out, I think we got this back in 2018, 2019, and guys, I love this boat. It's plenty fast, it's got enough room, it's super wide. It's everything I could ask for in a bass boat. It is fiberglass, of course, if you're know anything about nitros. All nitros are fiberglass. But anyway, if you're in the market for a smaller boat that's going to get you where you need to go, that you can boat a lot of bass in, not scared to take it up in a little bit of shallow water, this is a great boat. So check out his Nitro Z18. The only thing I would change is I wish it was a little bit longer, just because we fish a little bit of TVA every now and then. We go out to Chick, we go to Gunnersville, we go to Kentucky Lake, and this boat can be a little bit short, especially if you get a north wind coming down there. So yeah, let's get into this boat review. So starting up front, the main workhorse of this boat is that thing right there. That is a Minn Kota Ultrex, and you may be thinking, man, that thing looks brand new. It's because it is. I had been wanting one for a long time. I contemplated it for a while. You know, Noah and I do a lot of offshore fishing. We graft brush piles, we find schools of bass and try to catch those. And we spend a lot of time off the bank. And having a trolling motor that's not only like powerful enough to get out there and get in the wind and stuff and keep you there, but also to have the new feature Spot Lock is just a fantastic thing to do. And I've not been fortunate enough yet to use it. I just put this thing on here. I got this thing back in like October, November. Hard to get right now, but I finally got one, and I've taken it out one time. I went crappie fishing, and I loved it. So I can't wait to get out there bass fishing and everything with that. If you don't have an Ultrex and you want one, I would highly recommend them, but they've got Lowrance Ghosts and all kinds of different trolling motors now, but this one is the one that I chose to go with. So next up, graph wise, the graph that I'm running is an HDS 9. This is a HDS Gen 3 carbon. This came on boat. This was actually a Major League Fishing boat, but so this graph was already pre-installed. And then I got the good old Panoptix graph here, the Garmin. This is a 93 UD HV. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. But yes, this is a big game changer, especially for crappie fishing, but a lot of our offshore stuff as well. As you can see, we got anchor trim, all that stuff up here. There's the foot pedal to the oil tracks. You can see I'm missing a power pole button, so yes, this boat does have power poles, and we'll get back there and look at them in a second. So as I get to looking at the front deck, you can see that it's got a lot of room, and let me get out of the frame here. You can see I got a lot of room. If I go up here, I mean, I got a lot of room up here. I mean, this is kind of a good thing about this Nitro is it's smaller, but you got a lot of space. So nothing's in this boat right now. I've got all my rods and stuff over there. I just kind of take them out during the winter time, especially when I'm crappie fishing and stuff. I don't want them to be in my way, anything like that. So open this container up. It's got a couple crappie rods in it. But you can see I got a lot of space, like my arm is now touching the bottom. So let me get this over here. So that's the bottom. We throw a lot of 7-Elevens when we're deep cranking and stuff in the summertime, and this thing fits them in there no problem. Second's the middle container, and if I open this thing up here, I mean, it's just got a lot of room in there. I've got a lot of tackle in this. I mean, I've got all my box of the big boxes here. So yeah, I mean, I mainly what I'll put up here is like main stuff I'm throwing, especially with Noah and I fishing together. You know, I'll let him have a box back here in the back, and then I'll stick all my stuff up here, so it's not really in the way. But yeah, you can see that I do have a light. I added that to do a lot of night fishing in the summertime, and you guys will see those tournaments. We're going to try to film those this year, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff in there. As far as this side's the same as the rod locker on the left. You can see I got a little bit more stuff in this. This is more like miscellaneous items. So this is like extra clothes. I got some jackets. I got my life jackets, my floats, everything I need. I got my paddles, my lights. Luckily, Nitro gives us a little light hanger that you can hang your lights on. So they really did a great job with that. So that's mainly all that's in there. No really anything. I got my Panoptics. Next is just the cooler. It does have a trash can in there. I've got a little place to put my phone and wallet, and it's a deep cooler. It's a big cooler. I mean, there's a 2-liter Mountain Dew. Fizz those offshore fish. I mean, we literally haven't fished since the Classic. Alright guys, next up is the console. So this is where a lot of the magic happens. A lot of graph. Only thing I'd change about this is a 9-inch graph. I would change it to a 12. Just because I do spend a lot of time back here during the summertime. Like I said, we spend a lot of time offshore, graphing a lot, so I would change that. But you can check out here, got a nice steering wheel. Do have my trim bars here and my jack plate bars. So yes, this boat does have a jack plate. So let me turn this around here so y'all can see. Got all my switches right here. Got power button, my lights. I can dim these lights when they turn on at night, which is a big help because at night I can't really see very well. Got my aerator, recirc, bilge, and then my horn. Does have a hot foot, so that's nice to have. And then I got my power pole buttons as well. Alright guys, so I'm in the back of the boat now, and I'm just going to kind of show you a little bit about what's back here. It's not that interesting. I've got this big compartment right here. It opens up, and we've got a lot of baits in there, a lot of soft plastics. The good thing about those is that they do come out. So you can take those out, take them in your house, wherever you keep your baits, get your baits stacked up, bring them right back in, drop those in, and I'll try to take this one out. It doesn't have as much in there. And this is just a lot of like fish care stuff. I've got my like coil beams, in here. Just got my coil beams, got a line bag. I've got some crappie jigs. Just extra lines, white for the boat when I'm done. But see, if you grab these by the handles, this thing does come out. So that does make it a little bit easier. And back here, this is the workhorse. This is a 150 2-stroke Pro XS. Came on the boat. And then I've got dual power pole. And these are the blade. I don't know. You guys tell me. Anyway, they're really good, really fast. Don't really use them a whole lot, just if I'm fishing by myself. And then I do have an Atlas jack plate back there. Alright guys, so that's the review of the boat. pretty basic right now. I got to go through and start sorting stuff, getting ready for upcoming season. We're going to start fishing here before long, so I'm super excited for that. Yeah, that's the boat. I mean, I love it. It's everything I need in a bass boat. It fits me and Noah perfect, me and my dad. Whoever wants to go, it's there, it's awesome. Like I said, plenty fast. This is the workhorse right here, man. I've not had any troubles with that, knock on wood. So, hopefully we continue to grind and get some big bass in the boat in 2023. And yeah, so that's the review of the Bassmaster Classic Championship boat. Hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And most importantly, we thank you guys so much. God bless. We'll see you at the top. Holy cow. Give you guys a little preview of the next video of the gear review.